If you ever came to my house,
yes,
you would see that I have ottomans everywhere.
They're fantastic.
They are fantastic,
yes,
because it's storage that looks good. And here's the thing. Carrie Lachlan is with us from Home Reflections. She is not only an interior designer, but she has designed for wonderful homes, hotels, you name it. And so we love that you're here with Home Reflections.
Love to be here with you.
This is a beautiful design that we took from $69 down to $44.98. We're gonna save you $24, and you can put it on 3 payments of $15. We have a solid blue, and it's a beautiful blue. We call it navy, but it's more of like a, you know,
it's like a cobalt mixed with navy.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
Somewhere in the middle.
Yep, exactly. This, I think, is stunning.
So
this
beautiful.
one is called Sage Print. And look at that. You've got hummingbirds on there. I should probably turn it so the hummingbirds are facing the way they're supposed to face. But look at how gorgeous that is, and it's almost a taupey sage
Yes,
background.
there's like a taupey sage, a little bit more neutral than leaning towards the taupe than the green, I would say.
I think so too, and that's what I wanted everyone to know. And then this one over here, also stunning, and it's called the black print, and that's really like the black floral, and I think that is just a really gorgeous look.
It's really beautiful, especially on the black, because the print pops so much. So if you are somebody who loves a really beautiful contrast, that would be a great choice.
Okay, so let's just say, what should we know about these?
So there's a few things. First and foremost is that these can hold, as I sit on top of it, 300 pounds. So anything that does dual work in a home, that's
I could sit on your lap and
we
it would
could
still hold.
We could hang out together.
I wouldn't do that to you, though.
But so this is really fantastic, because you can use this as extra seating as well as keeping it as your storage as well. Think about using this, take 4 of them, push them together, use them as a coffee table.
I've done that before.
Yes, I love using
so
them that
cool.
way.
I've put 3 together and made a bench. You know?
And it's great that way, especially if you're using this in your living room and you have multiple people in your family, because then everybody can shift how they want to shift to throw their feet up. The other great thing about this is the top, you're going to see it has this beautiful upholstery, almost like a linen-like feeling on this. It also has a really nice bit of stuffing and cushion in there, so you will feel nice and comfy when you sit there.
Sage is very popular, so if you want to get the sage, by all means do so right away. I got to tell you, this price is only for this hour, and this price goes up at the end of this hour, and it's the lowest price you're going to see for 3 months, so that's why you got to get it now.
It's really great. And since we're on the sage, I just wanted to show you, this is not just this flat material. We've also given it this really beautiful customized skirting that runs around the entire exterior. So when you're looking at this, this isn't just, you know, a piece that we've taken and we've like glued the material on. There is artwork to this. And here's my favorite part, is that say you want to pull this out. The little tab is stuck under there. But see, let me come here. There's a little tab, but he's underneath there today. But say you wanted to pull this out, and maybe this is something you want to bring out for seating every now and then. This will also flat completely. You can pack this completely down.
Look at that.
And maybe put this underneath a bed or something like that. So different ways.
My kids have used these at college dorms. Like I said, I use them in rooms all over my home. I can tell you right now, one of the best things about these ottomans is if you have grandkids that are still pretty little, it's harder for me to get down on the floor and then get up again. So when the kids are playing, I'm going to sit there for just a second. When the kids are playing on the floor, then Mimi sits on these types of ottomans right here, and I can play with them, and I'm right there with them, and it's like the best thing ever. These are going to be 16.5 by 16.5 by 16.5, because it's a square.
Yes, and then you have that 300 weight capacity, so it's a really comfortable seat as you're on it too. It is that perfect height, I must say, that where you can still feel like you can stand and have a conversation with somebody, but like you just said, you can also be with your little ones. And then it's storage. I don't know anybody that does not need more,
we all need storage
in their life.
I keep toys in one. I've got all the coloring books and whatever in another. I've got them in my bedroom for my magazines and books that I want.
Absolutely.
I mean, every room of your home.
I have multiple ottomans as well. I actually keep one inside of my closet because I need a little extra space. And I put like things that I don't use that often. So maybe my bathing suits that I'm just going to grab, or maybe like my stockings or fancy socks or something like that.
But then you can sit to put your socks on.
Exactly.
That's the whole thing. These are beautiful. I want to go back to the designs here. I'm going to actually, if you don't mind, I'm going to bring this over here.
I'll take it for you.
It'll just be easier to see all three together. I want to just mention, this has a black background, although it almost has a deep, deep blue.
There's a little bit of a blue undertone in that black, like a charcoal-y black.
Thank you.
Yes.
So anyway, we're calling it black print. And it's this beautiful floral print, gorgeous flowers, all the colors and all. Then we have the solid navy, which is really a little bit more cobalt. And then we have this sage that you see here that's just so pretty, and also has a little bit more of a taupe to it versus heavy green.
Yes,
it's
I agree.
really not. You know, it's kind of like taupe with a little sage in it. And that I just think is so pretty. The thing about this is get as many as you think you want and don't skimp, because I gotta tell you, you will be so glad you have these.
These really are. The quality of these, as somebody who shops for a living and is out there in the real world, the quality of these is really, really fantastic.
Good.
And then again, anything that's going to create beauty and function and comfort, because you can throw your feet up on these. You can use these as an extra seating. Maybe you have that fireplace. Put these in front of the fireplace on the other side of the coffee table, and then these can just get pulled out when needed.
That's a great idea. By the way, these are just for indoors, is
Indoor
that correct?
only, yes, correct.
Not outdoors. However, if you got a beautiful, nice day and you want to take them out on the deck for everybody to, you know, sit, then go ahead and do that.
Yes.
Let me ask you this. If you want storage and beauty and, you know, practicality, wouldn't you rather have a one-time only value? That price goes up at the end of this show, which will be 30 minutes from now, and it'll be the lowest price you can get for the next 3 months. Oh, Carrie, thank you so much. So glad that you were here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, we're talking about things for your home and things for your homes and your gardens, basically. So coming up next, this is going to be awesome. It's a brand new big deal.